And here we are, forward again on the Working Man's Warships. I'm your host, Jedi Gad, and we welcome you, whoever you are, wherever you are, however you may be listening and watching. And today, we're going to add to our how-to series. Now, those of you who've been watching will have noticed my how to play destroyers video. If you haven't, just click over to the link to the channel, check it out. And today we're going to do cruisers. But before we do, housekeeping. First I want to check what I'm doing here. So, heroic effort. As long as you play any tier 5 or higher ship, be it tech tree or premium, you are eligible for these rewards. Now, you getting them is dependent on how well you play, but you are eligible as long as you play those tiers in any ship class. Weekly havoc, it's asking for credit, so we want to make as much money as possible in this battle. This is my Atlantico. I will get round to that at some point. Now, this for new players is where you're going to eat most of your goodies, because in here you will notice as long as you are playing any ship, any tier, that's tier 1 up, any ship, any tier, any class, any game mode, you will earn these rewards. Just keep playing. And then if you look in the top right, mission rewards, as long as you complete all of these, you'll get those goodies too. And if you click up and down, you can check, well, that one's complete. Different ways you can complete it. Okay? And in the top left you see a roadmap. That's how long you have to complete each mission. Weekly boost, similarly, this is where you're going to eat most of your goodies as new players. The quicker you eat up these goodies, the quicker you will advance on the game. Now, premium supplies, I like to go for legendaries and tier 8s first. Why? Because those are the two that offer steel. And what did we discuss in our game currency and battle boosters video? Steel is the most valuable currency in the game because it's the hardest to obtain. So I want to do those first, early in the week. As the week goes on, we the working men, the working people, sometimes you've got a lot of stuff to do and you may run out of time and not complete all your missions. So you want to do the most valuable ones first. Prioritize. Now, I realize with newer players, you may well not have higher tier ships. It's simple logic. Whichever your highest tier premium ship is, those are the ones you want to do first. So for me right now, I'm at tier 8. And we're doing a cruiser video, so I am going to play the Kronstadt. But before we do that, some housekeeping. Some more housekeeping. You know, we love housekeeping around here. If you were watching on my shipbuilding video, I said I was going to build a ship from scratch and I was going to play it right off the bat, no practice, nothing, sea trial it to see how it gets on. Now you can see how it got on in my sea trials video, but as a receipt, if you look here at Hyuga, the eagle-eyed senior and more experienced players can see that my daily boost is gone. So if you look where it says ship's next victory bonus recharges daily, that's disappeared. So if I go in here, goes to statistics, you see no data there, haven't played on AI, haven't played on arcade, and there is the one battle on standard, which went pretty well. Hence the 100% win rate. Yay! 100%. Now, it's only one battle, but we're grateful for small mercies. Now, joking aside, if you look over here on the right, you get to see your statistics in this ship. Now, I've only played one battle, so that reflects one battle. This is available on every ship in the game, and you can analyze and review how you are playing in any given ship, work out what works for you and what doesn't, and make the necessary changes to your ship build. So I just go along. Obviously, no data in any other battle. Excellent. So let's move on, and we are going to go up to tier 8. So we're going to use tier 8 Russian cruiser Kronstadt. Now again, newer players, I appreciate you won't have commanders like the one you're about to see, but tailor it to your playing type and your whichever commander you have available. So base trait, cruiser main battery, reload time. Want to reload a bit quicker, it's a heavy cruiser, so its reload time is getting up into battleship territory, so I want that to come down. Detectability after firing main guns. In other words, how far or how fast does your kit go undetected after firing your guns? Top tip: as soon as you fire your guns, you will be detected by anyone within your range. I will show you your gun firing range. I want that to go quiet a bit quicker with the big battleships I could be up against in legendary tier. I want to reduce the damage to my citadel because I do and know I will eventually get hit in almost every battle. I want more range so I can hit and not be hit from distance, and if I move over here, more range, yes please. I could be on legendary tier and I could be fighting against some big battleships. They are heavyweights, I am a middleweight. If I hit them, it's like a jab. If they hit me, it's a hook or an uppercut. Now you're gonna get hit. It's like boxing. You are gonna get hit. When I do get hit, I don't really want to get hit harder than I need to by heavyweights. So I want to stay as far away as possible and still be able to hit them. I'm increasing the time on my sonar and radar because, in particular in the case of the radar, those extra few seconds could be vital. I'm increasing my AP damage and my AP penetrator because this is a heavy cruiser, which means it has pretty good AP. My shell grouping accuracy and dispersion I want to improve. Again, tailor this to your playing style, and I want fully packed to give me an extra consumable and increase the cooldown time, or decrease it. Addition by subtraction. What are consumables for our new players? Your consumables are here. Now you get unlimited damage control parties, but they have to reload. Now I want an extra radar, an extra heal, and the catapult fighter is lovely, but it's an add-on. It's these two I want an extra one for. Health goes without saying, and radar is vital to this ship. So what do we want here? So as you can see, my level 2 and 3 aren't available, but we don't cry about it. We're grateful for what we can get. The good Lord blesses us every day, and I got one of those. Remember, in our missions, what do we want? Credits. Global XP is run out, so nothing there, and I'm going to put Commander XP on. I'm pushing all my chips to the middle of the table for my poker players. Ship XP, don't need it. This isn't a tech tree ship, so I'm not going to waste it on a legendary ship. So there we are. Let's see what we can do in Kronstadt. Now, before we get in this battle, a quick mission brief. Your job in a cruiser is you are a support ship. Keep that word in mind. Support. That is your role. So what we hope to do in this battle now is to showcase to you how you support. And there's different types of support. So we're on Tears of the Desert and Domination. New players, what does that mean? It means there will be a minimum of 3 bases. So we are not top tier. We are with the legendaries. So if just looking over, we see neither team's got a division. There's 4 bases, and just have a quick look. 4 battleships, got to be on our guard for them. Another heavy cruiser, Sevastopol, and we need to pay attention. So support. I'm just gonna have a quick look around, scan, and see who's who, what, where, why, and we can see where everyone's going. So what we want to do is, we don't want to go all in one direction. We want to fan out. So I am going to opt to head over to the east because there are only 3 ships there. There's 3 over there, but if you notice that Michelangelo is more left of center, so I'm going to go this way. Now I've got AP loaded. I want to get my heavy guns on the go straight away and see if I can catch someone slipping early in the battle. Now we see Conqueror over there, and again, what did we say? Support. I want to support my destroyer here, my battleship here, and my cruiser here. Now Conqueror's already getting hit. Now you notice I didn't shoot at him straight away. Why? Because I want to get in position first, and I also want to wait for a possible better opportunity. And here it is. What did I say? The second you see a destroyer, you want to open fire on them. If nothing else, drive them off and give them something to think about. So change to HE. I'm spotted. We didn't hit him, but we drove him back. And as you can see, he's laid us a present, but because we supported our destroyer, we can see it coming. Right, main is over there, and I want to try and get a shot off there because I'm supporting Preußen, who's here. So that makes main have to make a decision. Does he shoot at me or does he shoot at Preußen? And we hit him for the fire, so we're off and running with damage. He's still there, and I want to try and see if I can hit him again. Now we are spotted. The destroyer can see us, but we're far enough away where his torpedoes aren't an issue right now. We are still providing support for Kitakazi. Now at this level, if Shimakazi is smart, he will know that I have radar, which means if he gets in range, I'm going to see him. So he's got to think about that. So me being here and firing these shots is keeping Shimakazi on his toes. Sevastopol appears. We want to take that shot and see if we can set him on fire. We are trying to get this base captured, although Shimakazi is in the base. He's contested it. Great, Conqueror goes down. We are 2 up on the ship count, so now we can try, if possible, and be a bit more aggressive and move forward. Now the reason I'm this far back is I'm playing to my ship's strengths. My ship can hit from far away, but it's more difficult for my opponents to hit me the further I am away. Sevastopol appears again. He's been spotted and we take the shot. He can't shoot us, but we can shoot him. Now we did miss, but again, Shimakazi knows I'm here. Now It's a little bit concerning that our Kitakazi stopped. He's moving again. And here we go. Okay. So we've attracted the attention of Maine again, who is pretty upset that we shot at him and set him on fire in the first place. So now we're going to attract his attention again. Because if you look, back here, we've got our buddy Preußen. And Preußen has got stuff to do. He doesn't want to have to worry about the Maine. So I, in his support, I'm going to shoot at the Maine and try and attract his attention. That buys time for Preußen to either A, prioritize other targets, or B, engage Maine in a crossfire. Now, I am annoying Maine, and he's shooting at me. All the time he's shooting at me, he's not shooting at my Preußen, and he's not shooting at my Stalingrad. That's what I want to do. He's turned his attention away, so I want to hit him again. Shimakaze appears. Sevastopol has now decided that he wants to take a shot as well, so we're going to back up a bit. Heal. Shimakaze disappears, and then Maine knocks one of our guns out. That's fine. We've prepared for this situation. Now, the time that I've managed to buy over here by supporting those people, do you see what's happening? Do you see? Can you see how I now have Conqueror and Preußen advancing? Shimakaze appears again in his impatience, and what I want to try and do now is take a shot at him. He escapes getting hit, but again, we are supporting our destroyer. By shooting at him, even if I'm missing with my terrible aim, I am still giving him something to think about and make evasive maneuvers. We get the fire. We're supporting this guy, Kitakaze. We're not going to leave him by himself. We hit Shimakaze again, incapacitate him, and here is Maine over here. So I want to take a shot at him. We've moved out of range of Sevastopol, and there's Shimakaze again. His engine is out, so we want to keep piling the pressure on him. Blind fire. You miss all the shots you don't take. Down goes Maine. Now, me attracting his attention bought Preußen time to get over here and take him out. Support your teammates. You are a cruiser. That is your job. Now, looking at the ship count, you can see we are ahead. We are ahead 5-1. So now I want to be all out aggressive. I've got nothing left to fear. I'm not worried about Sevastopol because I've got help. I've got my destroyer. I've got my Stalingrad. Preußen is here. Shimakaze is over there. But we're not worried about him at the moment. We want to advance. Push. 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 Now, he sees us. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my plane up. Any incoming torpedoes, I will see them from a larger range. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going forward, and then I'm going to activate my radar. It will see him if he is within range. I think it's 10 kilometers on this ship, and it won't matter what he does. So we're going to open fire on Sevastopol, and then there he is. Now I know he's behind the island, and so do my teammates. So I've activated, I've identified him. Tell your teammates you want him dealt with. That man needs to go down. He shot his torpedoes at me. Because of my plane I can see him. Stalingrad does the job. And what we want to do is we want to thank Stalingrad. Now, because I've supported my team, we are all engaging together. We're in the base, and now we want to start getting after Sevastopol. Down he goes, and that is how you play cruiser. You are a support ship. Do your job. Support your teammates. Where did I come? 6th. Am I bothered? No. We won. My economy, I've made 115,668 credits. And I've advanced various missions. This game is about teamwork. Life is about teamwork. And the cruiser is the epitome of the team. Support ship. Do your job, support your teammates, and your winning percentage in the game, in life, will go up. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, like, subscribe, share, and we will see you next time on the Working Man's Warships. Whoever you are, wherever you may be listening, and however you may be watching. Take care, folks.